Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I've never done a video like this before, so work with me a little bit. I know I looked a little chopped, I need a shower, I'll shower after this video. I just kind of wanted to do this because I was excited. You know, at the end of the year coming around and everything, this was a great year for action figures, I think. Specifically for Marvel Legends. I think Marvel Legends did a really bang-up job this year, which is why most of the figures on this are going to be Marvel Legends. And for me, that's fine. And it's nice to have a good... I feel like Marvel Legends is a good quality brand. So there are going to be a few Marvel Legends on this list. But there are a lot of imports on this list as well. Now, if you haven't figured it out by now, this is my end of the year wrap up top 10 figures of the year. So yeah, we're gonna start off with a few honorable mentions first. And for honorable mentions, we're gonna start off with the AMK series Optimus Prime and Megatron. And these are great figures, but I think they were technically out last year, and they I didn't review them. So I feel like I shouldn't put them on the top 10 list if I didn't review them. And they are great figures though, they're really fun to play with. And by extension, another will be the Bumblebee from the mini AMK Pro mini series. I do have the whole series. I have them all. But Bumblebee's the only one I use because he scales well with Optimus and Megatron. And I decided to get just Optimus and Megatron. I'm not Starscream because at first I wanted to test and see if I liked these figures. And turns out I do. So I will be getting Starscream. But yeah, I really like these guys. These are the versions without the light-up features and everything and all the accessories. They only have their guns. But I still really liked them. They were $30, so I don't really like the movable fingers on these guys. I wish they came with swappable hands like these guys do. But what are you going to do? And Megatron is my favorite Transformer, so getting him was a blast. And he's with, right now, well, when I put him back, he's with Cobra Commander and Skeletor. I couldn't think of his name for a second there. So these are great figures, really well articulated, and they're technically model kits, but that's a very generous term. And then the other, another one of the honorable mentions, the Marvel Legends ROM. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this figure. It's a great figure. It's probably the only ROM we'll ever get in our lifetime, and I love this, and I'm really glad to have it. It's not like my favorite, he's not my favorite character or anything. I do like the character, and I actually was one of the people I feel like knew about the character before the figure was announced. But he just kind of doesn't have that much of a place in the collection. He just goes with my spacefaring stuff right now. But I do hope to get more ROM-centric characters and like Crystar characters and stuff like that. Like the crazy, wacky stuff. So I do like this, but it's still got to be an honorable mention. And honestly, that whole comic book, both waves of that comic book wave are really good. And I like them all. But that's the only one that's going to make an appearance on this list. Next, we have the Marvel Spider-Man 2 PS4, the Gamerverse Venom. This is a fabulous figure, and I love him. But I also think he technically released last year, so he's just getting an honorable mention. And he's really not the type of thing I collect. I don't collect Gamerverse stuff or movie stuff, really, unless they fit in my comic book display or they just look cool. And this guy does both, honestly, so he's great. Came with Came with 2 hands, fisted hands, 2 claw hands, and this really cool thing, and then an extra head, and then this removable goo piece. I really like this guy, and that is why he is making an honorable mention. Okay, so we have a couple more honorable mentions right up here. Most of the honorable mentions are honestly probably going to be Marvel Legends, so give me a bit of a break. We have Triton. Now, I really like this 2-pack that he came in, and Triton is my favorite Inhuman, so of course I was going to love this character, so this is very biased. It'd be like me throwing a Beta Ray Bill or a Nova up here. I'm going to like it no matter what because it's the character, but I feel like they did a pretty good job with him. I could have probably used a couple more hands, maybe a couple more head sculpts, but it's Marvel Legends, and it's a good dedicated body to him, which I really like, and it looks nice, and he's really great on the collection. So yes, very great figure. And next up, we have the Jada Toys Street Fighter Cammy. Cammy is my favorite Street Fighter character, so having her was the priority. I do want to pick up more, but I just keep putting them off. So I want to pick up more Jada toys. I have a Mega Man, which I think he released a couple years ago at this point, so he's definitely not on the list. But I was looking through my videos, and I actually did review her this year. So I'm trying to stick to figures that were released this year and not ones I just reviewed this year, because I know I review a lot of old figures as well. But she's awesome. She's got great articulation. It's just, I don't have a place in the collection for her. I don't have a dedicated Street Fighter shelf, Marvel vs. Capcom shelf, or Gamerverse shelf right now. Although I do plan on doing like a Gamer shelf. Yeah, so she's still great. She's got swappable hair pieces, which is cool. Some hands. She's got an extra angry head sculpt. She's got a kicking piece. And she's got like import level quality articulation. So she's great, and I love her. But she just, you know, she doesn't have that much of a place in the collection. Alright, so next up, I'm gonna have to do this. Okay, we're gonna give it to probably Ace. This is the SH Figuarts Ace, and he's a great figure and everything. He's just honorable mention because I have some figures that I probably like more and technically like more, and they might be technically worse figures, but I like them more. So like this area, I don't really like this. I don't know. It feels a little wobbly, and he can fall over at times, but that's really the only problem I have. He has like a weird back, but I feel like every Ace figure has a weird back for some reason. But he's got a lot of accessories. He's really fun to pose. He's great posed up with Luffy, and I can't wait to get him posed up with Sabo once I get Sabo. He was a must-have for the One Piece collection, and I'm glad to have him. I think I needed, I have one more honorable mention. Which one was that gonna be? I think my last honorable mention is going to be this Wolverine, and only because we have so many Wolverines, and they're all on this body from Marvel Legends for the most part. But this is just on here because it's my favorite Wolverine costume, and I feel like it tackles it very well, and it looks really nice doing it. Came with a couple heads, it came with a couple of fists, a couple claw hands. Just, it came in the pack with the Storm, the classic Storm, X-Men 97. They do have these up on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, but I don't think these were that hard to get on Hasbro Pulse. So, if you want it, he's out there. Great Wolverine. Alright, and that kind of transfers into our main list, I think. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, my top 10 list. We're going to start off with probably the weakest on this list, not because it's a bad figure, but because we have this body. This is just the Vulcan body. But it's Scott. It's the X-Men 97 Scott, and I have to put an obligatory, is that how you pronounce that word? Obligatory Scott figure on the list. I love Cyclops. He's my favorite X-Men, and this has been the figure I played with the most since I got it, probably out of my X-Men figures. So he's front and center. He replaced the 90s Scott, actually, and most of my looks on the shelf are 90s, but I just love this look so much, and I love the way it was put into plastic form, that he is going to make a number 10. He comes with a lot of accessories, obviously. He's got the blasting stuff and all that, but I'm not going to go through accessories in this video. And then next up, we're going to go with Mezco Nightwing. This is the SDCC version, the San Diego Comic-Con. Love this figure. I prefer it in blue. I can't wait to get the blue version. But the New 52 red isn't horrible. I prefer blue for Nightwing. And yeah, I really like this guy. Comes with tons of accessories. He's got features like you can pop open the wrist and have like a dart gun or a communicator. He's got like wired billy club things. He got the spinny effect. He got tons of heads. You can store the billy clubs on his back. He's just great. He's not the most posable, and when you do pose him, he's got this like leather suit and it's soft goods. So I'd be careful if you get this guy. But he's great, and I love him. Obviously, obligatory. Nightwing has to be on this list. And that's what you'll notice. A lot of these characters are really figures of characters that I just love. Same with the Gamer First Felicia. This is my favorite design for Felicia, character design for Felicia, probably besides the classic Felicia look. This is my favorite one. and I love this version of her. I do have to supplement her with, I put a bunch of different white hands because I have a huge collection of white hands, because for some reason a lot of female Marvel Legends are white-handed. So yeah, and I think it matches well enough because she doesn't come with quite enough for my liking, so I kind of make her maximum. And she's got the all-new, latest and greatest, you know, female articulation. She can do everything, and that's fitting for my favorite Marvel character. So she had to be on the list. Glad to have her. Next up, all right, we're going to just get the last Marvel Legends out of the way because I think everything else on this list I technically like more. These are just, this is a cheat, but the Kazar and Zabu, so Zabu is a Build-A-Figure, and then Kazar was a single-carded piece. The Kazar, I think, is just the Vulcan body, but naked looking, and he looks great, and I really love this character, and this character means a lot to me. Same with Zabu, he was the Build-A-Figure, my first ever Build-A-Figure completed, and I love this figure. Now I just need to get a Shaun of the She-Devil to go with them, and I will be very happy to start my Savage Lands display. So, great figures. Love them. And yeah, kind of a cheat to make them go together, but you kind of can't have Zabu without Kazar, or Kazar Zabu, unless you just want a weird caveman guy or a saber-tooth tiger. Then you can. Okay, so next we're going to go Superboy, Mafex Superboy. Just such a fun figure, and I love Superboy. Comes with a leather jacket. He's got that 90s haircut. He's got the heads with the goggles. I put a pair of goggles on him that I thought looked cool. Looked like he took them off. He just poses well because it's a Mafex. Great figure. Love him. Can't wait to put him with the Amazing Yamaguchi Supergirl and the Mafex Steel. And then, now that we're getting a reissue of the Mafex Cyborg Superman, I will have all the Superman figures besides the regular Superman because I have the Mezco for that. So yeah, can't wait to have all my Superman stuff lined together. I hope someone gives us a Bizarro soon. That's not McFarlane Toys. I think next, we've got the Mafex 2099 Spider-Man. This has been one of my favorite Spider-Man to pose around. He's just so fluid and fun. Love the design. Big Miguel O'Hara fan. Yeah, he's got like different cape options you can put on him. Obviously, he doesn't have web shooters, but he has like claws and stuff you can give him. He doesn't shoot webs like Flippy. And then you can put him in his arms as well. He's got web attachments. But the thing I like about this figure is it's subtle. So you don't need those in if you don't want them to, but I like them in. And yeah, he's got tons of accessories. He's really fun to put with the Lego Spider-Man. That's how I have him on my shelf. Kind of a little callback. And then he's got the magnet feet. So I'm filming on like metal crates. He can stand there if you want him to. They're not strong magnets, but they hold in a lot of poses. Alright, next up, we're going to go with... he's really a stand-in for all four of them. The Mezco TMNT. You can interchange all of them. They're basically the same figures, just with minor dress adjustments, minor body changes. But since Donnie's my favorite, Donnie's the one I chose. Love them all. Great figures, come with great accessories. Very expensive. Be careful on that. They're doing a 90s version if anyone's interested in those. I'm interested. I'd probably pick those up. But yeah, he comes with his communication comm thing. You can pull that up. You got the goggles. They're just beautiful figures. Besides the Amazing Yamaguchi, the Rebel Tech, I think they were called Amazing Yamaguchi at that time still. These are the best articulated turtles as well. 1/12 scale turtles. So, great to have them, and love them. Alright, now these next three are kind of a toss-up. I think we're going to go SH Figure Arts, Romance Dawn Zoro, just because he's my favorite One Piece character. This figure is so fun to play with. You put this with Luffy and Ace, and I can't wait to get the rest of the crew. I know I gotta get Nami, and Usopp's the next release, and then Sanji, and then I'll have the original crew. I want to get all pre-time skipped, but I'm fine with having the original crew for now. Love it. He's got his swords. He's got all the different looks. He looks great. He's so fun to play with. Love this version of Zoro. Actually articulates and is mobile because he doesn't have a stupid fucking plastic skirt piece to get in the way. So yeah, great figure. Alright, and these next two are a lot easier to choose from. My number 2 is the Mafex Bane. It's just so good. The Nightfall Bane. I can't wait to get the Jean-Paul Valley Batman to go with him. And hopefully the regular Batman too. And the Black Edition. I really like that version. I have a little Nightfall display. But right now he's with my DC villains. Which I do have a display for DC villains. I'm hoping to build that up. I have him, the Moth X Riddler, Poison Ivy, and Scarecrow. That's all I have for now. I plan on getting the Moth X Harley. And, oh yeah, and I have the Joker and Hush on there as well. So I have a few. And then I hope to get the Harley and a few other villains. I'll probably go back to some old figures for, like, Penguin and all those. And my favorite, Solomon Grundy. But yeah, he just moves really smoothly, and he's really awesome, especially for a guy this big. He looks great. Doesn't have the most amount of accessories, but he has the amount you'd want for Bane. Great figure. Looks great next to a normal size figure. I mean, you put him next to, let's say, a Moth X. Send them foot to foot. Look how much bigger he is. Great. And then my last figure, my number one figure of the year, the one I've touched and played with and taken off the shelf and fiddled with when I'm feeling down and I need a little pick-me-up. The Amazing Yamaguchi, Agent Venom. It's my favorite. I mean, I know I was going to do even more, like, figures on this list, like with my honorable mentions. I was gonna put the black suit Spider-Man from the Secret Wars, but then I was like, I already have Venom on my honorable mention list. I don't think I need too much symbiotes. I should give it a bit of a rest. This is the best figure of the year. I think this figure technically released last year, but I got it this year. This is the one exception I'm really making because fucking love this figure. He's got so much just possibilities. You can take these tentacles out, right? And you can do anything you want with them. That's my cat in the background, by the way. You can make them tentacles. You can make them hold guns. You can do anything. You can pull them out and not have any of them on there, so you just have the clean look, which is what we're going to do. He comes with guns. I'm using the Deadpool guns right now because they look spacey, and I think they kind of match Agent Venom more than they match Deadpool. And this is the way better figure out of him and Deadpool because Deadpool broke pretty much immediately. Sorry, I had to pause the recording. My cat was being dumb. I had to make sure he wasn't hurting himself. Alright, but yeah, he's just great. He's the better figure. He didn't break right away. I did break the joint down in this one, but it's a weird joint that I don't think they needed to put in there. And, me super gluing it back together, I didn't really lose that much enjoyment or movement from the figure. But yeah, he's got extra hands. He's got a blade hand, which is really cool. I wish he came with two, but one, at least he came with one. And then they do this stupid exclusive store thing where you can get the exclusive head. His came with like a Venomed out, like crazy Venom head. I don't need that. I was going to always use this. He comes with eye attachments where you can get full white eyes. You can get the glow-in-the-dark eyes for night vision. Just a great figure. A bit of a pain to touch sometimes because of how spiky he is. But that doesn't bother me. This is my number one figure of the year. I love this figure, and I hope Amazing Yamaguchi keeps up with this quality and not the Deadpool 2.5 quality. I know that's an older body that they were using, so hopefully that's the reason that figure broke. But I do know, sadly, Amazing Yamaguchi, for how good they actually are, they have a lot of QC issues they need to work out for a lot of their figures, and I hope that we get those worked out, This guy is my magnum opus of my Marvel Knights, Midnight Suns, grounded characters display. He is, like, one of the best characters on there. He's, like, I would say he's the display piece if I didn't have Danny Ketch on there. Danny Ketch's bike is just in the middle, and it looks so cool. And that's a worthy display piece, but this figure is just, he is so amazing. Pardon my pun. I hope they redo this figure, but in white. So, I won't just have the Marvel Legends. I can have, because I'm not buying the Seeds toys, I just really don't know about supporting bootlegs. I'm trying not to, but some of those bootlegs look good. This guy's amazing. If you don't have this guy, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you just don't like Agent Venom, which is a crime in its own right. But this figure, even if you don't like Agent Venom, you could customize this into a Punisher or something. Sand off the spikes, get rid of or even keep that. Make this into like just a Venom. Doesn't have to be Agent Venom. I love this figure so much, and I think everyone should give this one a try. So yeah, that has been my top 10 figures of the year. Let me know what your list would be. Let me know what your list is. It doesn't even have to be of the figures you own. I'd like it of the figures you own, but if it's just figures, because I have a few figures that are in my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot right now that I'm waiting to ship, and some of those probably would have been put on my top 10 list if I didn't, if they were here, like, I can't even think of anything. I can't think of them really off the top of my head right now. But there are some on that list that, like the new Punisher, or the new Nick Fury, honestly, even. I really like that Nick Fury. The Gamerverse stuff, that Venom. There's some stuff in my pile of loot that I think would have made this list. But I think I'm happy with the list I have. Probably change some things around. I could honestly get rid of Nightwing if a better figure came along. I love Nightwing. He's my favorite character of all time. But the figure is not my favorite of all time, if you know what I'm saying. It's not, like, perfect. It's good. It's really good, but it has a few flaws. I will say. It has a few flaws. But yeah, this is my top 10 list. Hopefully everyone liked it. No one starts a fight with me about it, telling me I'm fucking stupid for the things I like, because I already know I'm fucking stupid. But I'm having fun. I hope you guys are all having fun. I hope you all have a good holiday, a good Happy New Year, a Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Boxing Day, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a good time. I will be at home watching Stranger Things because I really don't have much to do on those days. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I love you guys, and just remember, don't pick up Maximum Spider-Man. It kind of sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not one of those guys. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.